All right, Vity, what's good with you, bro?
Poppin'. What's good, my nigga?
This is the second interview, man.
Facts.
Shit, so we've been rolling with you, man. That first video shoot was pretty lit, man. You did your thing on stage at the boxing show, bro. One thing I gotta ask, man, how did you meet Mary McGee? How do you know her?
Man, you want me to be totally honest with you, bro?
Yeah.
I have never met that lady in my life still to this day.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? A lady named Alta Levizio on my Facebook. Shout out to Alta.
Okay.
She's a friend of mine, actually, a family friend.
Okay.
And she's actually on her management team.
Oh, wow.
And, when I dropped that Good Feeling song, they caught wind of it, and it was just like, yo, that's hot.
Okay.
Let's get out, you know what I'm saying? Won't you come perform at her fight? I'm like, word up? She's like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, so that's how that came
gonna
about.
be on pay-per-view. I'm like, what? They like, yeah, come through, you hot. Of course. I'm
wow.
there.
Okay.
Now, I'd like to meet her.
How did that feel, performing on stage in front of a crowd like that?
Well, you know what I'm saying? With it being on pay-per-view and things, man, it was a different movie.
Yeah.
Man, I've never performed in front of a crowd in a situation like that.
Right.
But it's only getting greater later, as they say in Decatur.
Okay. Now, you've been doing a lot of networking, man. You told me how you drive to Texas and back. Now, we're probably going to end up taking some trips. We're talking about Cali.
Thanks.
So, how do you feel about the rap game now? Do you feel like a lot of these young rappers, need to invest in themselves? Because a lot of these guys don't like driving themselves places, don't like investing in their career,
Right.
All that type of shit.
Right.
So, how do you feel about that?
Well, I feel the proof is in the pudding. They don't like to do it, hence is the reason that they're still local jokers.
Right.
The reason why they ain't not popping. Because if you're not willing to get on that highway and move around and show other people in the world your skills and your music and your craft, how you gonna get people to know you? Don't nobody know your homeboy from up the street. Ain't nobody on his Facebook page when he share your shit. I don't care how hot the song is, bro. You got to move around.
Right. Right. Okay. So now you're from Gary.
Facts.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say the only three heavy hitters from Gary, Indiana, to me that ever really made it is Michael Jackson, Freddie Gibbs, and Miss Natural the Porn Star. I don't really feel like a lot of Gary rappers are doing their thing right now. And why would that be in your mind?
Well, case in point. Even the porn star chick, Miss Natural, she moved around. She
Right.
become a famous porn star by popping niggas off in Gary.
Right.
Freddie Gibbs moved around. He
Right.
went to Cali, network, got to popping.
Right.
Justin Trax. I don't know if y'all know Jay Trax. Shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Jay
yeah.
Trax.
J Tracks, man.
He moved around, now he popping.
Yeah,
You know what
definitely.
I'm saying? Shout out to my little brother Worthy,
Right.
He moving around, he getting it to popping. You move around, you'll start popping. I don't care how
Right.
garbage your shit is.
Right, right, right. Now, also, they say once you make it, Gary will down you, but once you make it, they'll act like you owe it to him,
Facts.
Yeah.
And guess what? In a sense, you do owe it to them.
Whoa.
You owe it to your city to put them on your back and represent for them. Not saying that you owe them something monetary, as far as material things and money. You can help when you
Right.
want to help and when you can. But you owe it to your city to represent your city to the fullest. That's
Okay.
one of the reasons why ain't nobody bagging Freddie, because, he just not representing the city per se. The name of the shit is ESGN. He's from Gary, but people in their own eyes think that he's not representing. He represented it because it's in his heart.
Right.
And people want you to put on a fucking 219 shirt or something.
Right, right, right.
that
And
in
that's
the video,
that's the
like,
problem
bro.
I have,
My
yeah.
man's just called me before we was having a video shoot. He's like, man, get you an Indiana hat or Hoosier hat. Nigga, I ain't never seen a cool looking Hoosier hat in my life. I'm not about to put on that goofy looking shit. I'm sorry. I'm from Indiana, but you gonna know that just because I am
Right.
who I am.
Right.
Not because of no Indiana fucking shirt.
Okay. So now, being an OG in the game, man, one thing I noticed about you, you're not afraid to turn up, be wild, crazy, and actually do what you want to do. When I see a lot of artists your age from out here, they're still doing a lot of hood shit, a lot of trap shit. I don't want to call names because there's a lot of them, but what makes you tee up and just have fun like that? The way you're dancing around on stage, acting crazy, you don't give a fuck what you're doing and who sees it. What motivates you to just act crazy like that?
Well, because at the end of the day, these dudes that you speak of, they talking all this trap and this street shit, and they wanted to look this way because they really haven't lived their life.
Right.
Understand what I'm saying? I really live this. I'm really living this. The words that I speak in my rhymes and the shit that I'm saying,
Right.
it's really happening. From the street shit to the pimping the hoes to the getting money. This is what I live. They're putting on a facade. They're not really street niggas. They niggas ain't even had a fucking fist fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I done had 50 of them shits. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's all a fake facade. That's why. You know what I mean?
Right.
They not being themselves. I'm really being me. Like, this is me, cool, calm, collective Kev, till you play me, then I'm going in your mouth, pause.
Right. Okay. So now, what's your favorite drug of choice, man? Because I see you smoking weed a lot. Now, there's pills too, but if you had a choice, pills or weed?
Oh, definitely marijuana.
Okay.
This is I've been smoking weed since I was fucking 13 years old.
Wow, 13.
Probably before then, because me and my brother and them used to find my mama's roaches in the roach clips in the ashtray. We'd see her hitting them shit. So shit, we hit them shit.
Hitting roaches?
So we was 8 years old burning roaches.
Wow.
Not real cockroaches, although we had them too.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean by roaches. You know, little blunts, shit like that.
You feel me?
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. Now, as far as Gary goes, you know, a lot of people do not fuck with Gary females. I don't. I personally don't. I like Chicago and LA and other places.
Right.
Would you ever book, you know, a Gary female in one of your videos?
You mean like as far as like
strippers, stuff like that? Because a lot of people say the Gary models be stuck up. They act like you owe them something. But when you go to Chicago, it's a little bit more calm and chill.
And
the love is everywhere. Atlanta too.
We had models in Gary.
Well, we got a couple of them.
Point the bitch out, because I ain't never seen her. All that say, like back biscuits, these bitches be rocking with.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. It's a few of them, but I really don't deal with them.
Hey, these bitches ain't bad as they think they are. Give me one of them regular looking home cooking bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck these bitches that with all that makeup.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. They'll be bottle girls and shit like that.
You know who I'd rather have? I'd rather have a regular chick than one of these wannabe baddies.
Right.
It's just one, but all the only bad joints out here got bought booties and tits. And that shit corny to me too. You ever got behind one of them buns, them fake joints, you get this shit all hard, it's like you smacking this table. Like, I don't want none of that shit. That shit garbage to me. Ain't a bitch, I'd rather have a city bitch, to be honest with you. Ain't a bitch out here
same here.
that is willing to get on camera and shake that ass. That's bad enough. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'd rather have something garbage than to have something mediocre.
Right.
We don't want no mediocre.
Right, very true. Now, one thing I want to know, man, do you have any mixtapes coming out on all platforms? Any new videos? I know you've been working with Mario Films a lot. You guys are like brothers.
Facts.
So what's on the way, man? What should the fans know to be out on the lookout for?
Well, Good Feeling be on all platforms coming the next week. So with this next song as well. Everything that I'm dropping from this point on will be on all streaming platforms.
Right.
I got my EP dropping this spring with these songs that you're hearing, these two, and it'll be an additional 3 songs.
Okay.
All the videos and the visuals will be dropping along with the EP at the same time.
Okay.
I'll give you these first ones at first, and then the other 3, dropping them all at the same time. It's going to be like a movie, you feel me?
Okay.
So we can doing these first 2, then the last 3, it's a movie.
Okay.
So the EP dropping in the spring, and then for the summertime, I don't like to call it an album. I'm not really. Well, you know what? I take that back. It's gonna be an album because I'm not signed. I don't ever plan on getting signed.
Right.
I'm a rock independent to the day I fucking die.
Right.
I don't need the extras that they got to give. I just need what I need because I already get money. If I can get the same thing I'm getting already in these streets, just off this music, then I'm rocking. I ain't got to sign no crackers paper.
Right, very true. Okay, so one thing about independent, you got to invest in shit like that. Do you have any other businesses that you're invested in other than just hip hop?
I do. My brother and I, shout out to Quentin Q Spot.
Okay.
We got a cleaning service, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So although that I'm a rapper, whatever, you know, singer, entertainer, fuck on the weekends, you know what I'm saying? We got 2 office buildings that we clean up, man. I'll be fucking sticking my hand down in toilets and shit, cleaning them shits. I'm doing what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
And that's respect, bro.
Paper, you know what I mean?
Not a lot of niggas gonna admit that, man.
No, they ain't gonna admit it, you know what I'm saying? I work at Ford too, the Ford Motor Company. You know, you could probably bleep that out, but I got a nice job. I damn near make 6 figures, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? I still go up on the weekend and stick my hand in fucking toilets, fam.
Right.
But it's my business. So you gotta honor that. I'm not doing that for nobody else. This is my cleaning service.
Right.
And we also got a booth over there in the 41st Gary, Indiana Flea Market. We sell all biker equipment, you know what I'm saying? You wanna come get your chaps, your vests, your gloves, your accessories, patches, pins, anything you can think of, we got it. You know, helmets, whatever. You know what I mean? Saddlebags, we got you.
Okay.
It's 41st over there on Cleveland and Gary, Indiana. We open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Come holler at us.
Right. Okay. So now I gotta ask, is there any artists that you would want to work with from? I want to know too. Okay, artists from Gary and artists in the industry that you would want to work with.
That I want to work with?
Yeah, that you want to work with. Gary and the industry.
Well, actually, there's a few artists that I want to work with here that I'm about to work with now, recently, that's coming up.
Okay.
Shout out to David Ruffin.
Okay.
For the 1st Battalion.
Okay.
He got an album dropping out coming soon called Doretta.
Mm-hmm.
And, he asked can I get on that joint. I'm hoping that he still reach out again, Niggas be capping sometimes. We'll see what's popping.
Okay.
I'm definitely actually getting Mutt and Jeff to get on that Good Feeling remix.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And shout out to them, Mutt and Jeff, 5th Block. And I wouldn't mind doing a song with Yo Sign, but that's one of my mans. He cool. Like,
yeah, Yo Sign's like the big bro, man.
Right,
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
him personally, so we hung out, so many times just on some cool shit. Even though we both do music, but that's how it be. Sometimes we just organically fuck with each other.
Yeah. It's more like
music.
Same when I'm around him. It's always just some cool shit. He's always just around.
I would like to do Mike Fame. I like Mike Fame because
Okay.
it's real.
Right.
The shit he talk about is real.
Right.
It's not no fakery. It's not no facade. I don't care what it sound like to you, nigga. It's real, so you gotta respect it. You know what I mean? So I say, okay, Mike Fame, Yo Sign. The only two I haven't worked with.
Okay.
David Ruffin. I work with my little brother. Shout out to work James Worthy.
Okay.
I already work with Lady C. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite artists around here.
That's sis.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. She, she do a lot for me, and we do a lot for each other. When she scratches my back, I scratches hers.
Right.
No pun intended.
Okay, definitely. Now, one thing I want to ask you about is camera guys and the artists. Do you feel like an artist should have a relationship with the cameraman? And how do you feel about camera guys being arrogant and charging a certain price? Because I was with one of my homies that I grew up with, one of my younger homies, and he said he reached out to an artist in Gary that charged him a certain amount of money, and that it didn't make sense. So that's when he reached out to my brother Mario. How do you feel about like an arrogant ass camera guy?
Well, I must say, man, especially when you local, you got to start from the bottom. So I understand you want people to respect the quality of what you're doing, so you're putting a certain price point on it.
Right.
But you have to understand your demographics of who you're dealing with. You're not dealing with $1,000 dudes.
Right.
You'll make more money, you know what I'm saying, doing it this way. Okay, I can give you a point. Like when I first started in the dope game, I had a 16th.
Right.
And my man's got a 16th. Now you get a 16th back then for $50 and you double it up. You call it a double up to 100, but instead of 100, I just bagged my joint up to $75. So I had the bigger joints on them hubbers.
Right.
And he was sitting out there all fucking day because before he got off his 1/16th, I done bagged up 3/16 and got him off because my shits was bigger. You know what I'm saying? So Mario gonna pop off more because he giving you more bang for your buck.
Right.
And it's all about, and you dudes be thinking that you gonna pay that when he charged 500, 400. And you thinking you're not gonna get a great video. The video's gonna be good, but it's up to you to make your video hot, fam.
Right.
Unless you want to pay him $200-300 more, nigga, you can't expect this man to come up with the treatment and shoot the video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They say if you want some Hype Williams shit, then you need the Hype Williams money.
Right. Very true.
So come up with your treatment. All my videos and the shit that I'm putting together, you know what I'm saying, we working together, but I'm putting this shit coming out of my brain. I'm saying, let's go here, let's do that. And he following with me, and I'm following him. We working together, we working off of each other. But if you expect him to do it, nigga, he finna zoom in on your ass, you and your homies with them guns in front of that wall, and your shit gonna be what it is.
Right, definitely.
Shit, I don't care how many views you might see. Don't take my views twisted right now. I'm just getting started, but trust me, you're gonna get the visual real soon.
Right, very true. Okay, so now what's your social media, man, if anybody wants to reach out?
Well, you can holler at me, man. Any donations you want to send to the kid, you know what I'm saying? It's pimping over here. So it's Vity 24/7 on the Cash App, Vity 24/7 on the Instagram, Vity 24/7 on the motherfucking Skype, Vity 24/7 on the, what's that other motherfucker, on the Snapchat, Vity 24/7 on the Twitter. Everything is VITY 247. So you can get me 24/7.
All day.
Oh, goddamn it.
Yeah.
Anything you want. And you can go to YouTube and subscribe to my page, Vity the God, VITY the God.
Okay.
Understand, everything I do comedy, you know what I'm saying? I do singing, I'm rapping, I'm a songwriter, I'm a thespian and a fucking lesbian, you heard me?
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. This shit's crazy. All right, so Which brings me to my next question. You said the word lesbian. I do music, and a lot of times when I get shared and shit like that, people put me in a messy group chat of whatever city, mainly this piece of trash ass city. But how do you feel about like Gary sharing things? They don't share regular shit, but they'll share some messy shit.
Well, you know what they say, controversy sells, so that's why they call you status update controversy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Controversy sells more than anything.
Right.
I can have a family that's being inducted into the Hall of Fame and getting the Nobel Peace Prize, or I can have that same family that was just murdered, you know what I'm saying, the next day. That news clip is just a little more juicy.
Right.
I get it. And I guess what? I'm a motherfucking feed them what they want, controversy.
So basically, like, they don't want to see you just sitting down rapping. They want to see you getting fucked by a bitch rapping.
Right.
Some shit like that.
Your dick sucked, eating weed.
Yep.
Pouring 15 pills.
They want to talk shit. Yeah, something to talk shit about.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, definitely.
They want to see different shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going to bring. It's different. I'm the God, you know what I'm saying? So I'm different.
Right, definitely. Okay. So you got any more tracks coming up, bro?
Say I got any more things going up?
Yeah, any more music?
Yeah, we actually got another video shoot coming up in about a week. We'll say maybe a week and a half at the latest. It's a strip club song, you know what I'm saying? We got to do something for the booty club. This joint is a club joint we're doing right now. Next one is for the strip club. Like I said, we painting a picture for you. We woke up in the morning, it was a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Then we at the club for the after hour, boom. Then we at the booty club after that, you know what I'm saying? Then we just gonna keep it going and you just gonna see the movie on play right in front of your eyes, you know what I'm saying? Vity to God. Vity 24/7 every day. Make sure you stay in tune, man. We're going live every day. This is my job. It's my 9 to 5 now.